voice. I'm a little ill right now, but as you do, I was scrolling Facebook Marketplace, looking for a nice little project car, something cheap, anything I find that catches my eye. See a listing for a 2000 Honda Civic HX Coupe, a 5-speed manual. Says nothing in the description, but I think aesthetic details, motor and transmission 100. So I go and I check it out and I say I can bring maybe $2,000. And it's really funny. I'm going to put up the message. This guy doesn't speak English very clearly. I say I can offer 2,000 and he says, bring them to me. And then when I'm like heading to his house, I forget what he says, something along the lines of, I'm home now, come over, or something. I was like, oh, man, this is odd. So I get there, him and his buddy are actively drinking beers on the porch, beer cans just all over, bottles in hand. And I walk in, more of them keep just popping out of the house. There's probably like 5, 6 dudes that just keep going in and out. But none of them speak English. We're having to use Google Translate to talk. They take me back to the garage in the back of their house. Sorry, I'm getting texts. Open up the garage. The Civic is there. And I'm like, okay, can we test it out? Go to test it out. They got to move all their cars out of the driveway. A good 5 or 6 Nissan Altimas, yeah. And they're like, well, by the way, it doesn't start. I'm like, oh, it doesn't start. Like, I didn't say that. They're like, it does start. It's the starter's broken, or at least they think the starter's broken. They replaced the battery and tried all that. So what they're able to do is they push start it. You know, a classic bump start, shove it, crank, or shove it and pop the clutch, and it fires right up. Sounds pretty great. We take it for a little test drive. I, of course, hadn't driven a 5-speed in a little bit, and I stalled it pulling it out of the garage. So I was like, you know what, I'll ride passenger, bro. You drive it, you got it. So we get back, test drive was all good. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this thing. So I'm able to talk him down to 1,900 because of the starting issue. But then there comes the issue of, I came out here alone, how am I gonna get this thing home? And I'm like, well, these are, you know, some hardworking Mexican men. I'm sure they'll want to make $1. I'm like, hey, if you drive this thing all the way back to my house, I'll give you $50. I was also worried, if I drive it home solo and I stall it once on a main road, I have no way to get it started back up since it has that starting issue. So I was like, yeah, I need this guy to drive it. He accepts. We drive it like half an hour all the way back to my house, a little caravan, him in front in the Honda, then me and one of his buddies way behind in another car. Get it there, shake on it, and I do some quick research online, and turns out what could be locking the starter is just the clutch safety switch. So I take a literal penny, 1 cent, and I get a little bit of glue, and I go up on top of the clutch where there should be a little plastic grommet, and I put that penny right there. Guess what? Car fires right up. So I made the cheapest repair possible, which is 1 cent. And so I got, honestly, other than the aesthetic details, as he put it, I think I got a great deal on this Honda. And here's the first week of fixing it up. So this is the initial walk around of the vehicle. You can kind of see headlights are spray painted black. There is no exhaust, plenty of scratches going on. Windows that don't go up or down, so they got tape covering them. Door handle missing. Generally a lot of aesthetic details, but honestly, all in all, well, red paint, there's terrible red paint all over the badges and the wheels, and like faded old stickers on the trunk, but I think I see the potential, and that's what makes it beautiful. We've got leaking power steering. I refilled it, just pissed everywhere in the driveway. We may be burning or losing a small amount of coolant somewhere, but it's a very, very small amount. And honestly, that might have just been it settling after I refilled it. Engine seems to be running strong enough. Probably due for a tune-up, some plugs, maybe coils. I don't know, we'll see. Exhaust just dumps straight out of the cat. There's nothing underneath. Timing belt, who fucking knows when that was done last. We definitely gotta get that done. Other than that, I think it's got an engine code for the EGR and an O2 sensor, which I'm completely fine with. That's a healthy engine, man. God damn, their armor is so fucking sick, dude. Today we're gonna be replacing these headlights, which the previous owner spray painted black. I don't really know if he was going for a tinted look, but it just erased the functionality of the headlights completely. We put that badge back to chrome from that ugly red, and there's a little bit of scuff on this front bumper, and I have to pop it off to get to the headlights anyway, so I think we might do a little buff and repaint on that while it's off. I've got a new catback exhaust on the way coming in, and the new headlights are actually in the trunk right now. We'll go and pop those on. Catback was a cheap ass eBay, like no brand. I think it was called like Z Racers or some shit. But it was 115 bucks for the whole catback. As long as I'm not dumping exhaust fumes into the cabin anymore, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get to work. It's real easy to get these headlights off. You just pop the front bumper off. There's a screw under there, and then just some clips. Same screw on the other side. I'm just gonna pull it off a little bit, and then you just do a couple 10 mils there, and right there. I believe there's one, yeah, right there. And I'll slide right out. So you disconnect your wiring first. Beware the Midwest rust demons, man. Both of those wheel wells actually had the little screws snap on me. So I'm probably just gonna do something shitty and replace them with trim clips for now. But the rest came out smooth. Got me some popcorn. Got both of those popped right out. Let's get the new ones put in. So there's actually a ton of corrosion in these connectors. I'm just gonna try and get that cleared out a little bit first. So I've got them all placed in, only took about 5 minutes. But before I tighten anything up, put the bumper back on, we're gonna reconnect the battery and give them a test. Everything's looking good, man. I did the right thing. Went out to the hardware store, bought some replacement parts in the Infinity right now. It's actually funny. The project car has working AC, beautifully working AC, and my daily does not. This thing's a lot more fun though. The fitment is definitely not the best I've ever seen. But let me tell you, anything is better than these fuckers. I kind of like how it looks, but this shift boot, ratty ass thing, is gonna have to go. I don't even know why I bought that. It was an impulse AutoZone purchase. So now we've got the headlights, aka an actual safety issue, figured out. Next thing I want to figure out is neither of these windows work at all. They don't go down, they don't go up. They are the power windows. This piece of shit is completely falling apart. It's held in by a cheeky little screw back there. What I want to do is I got a little kit to just convert these to manual crank. I don't want to deal with fixing the electronic issues that would come along with that. So we're gonna take these door cards off and figure it out. I don't have the handles yet. I just have the, I don't even remember what you call it, but the actual mechanism that lifts. So we'll figure it out from here. Got that door panel taken off. I don't even, probably should have like looked up what I'm supposed to do first. You know, I don't really know what to do about the door card situation because OEM ones are so damn expensive. So right now we're gonna wait for the handle to come in. But we've got it installed. Window goes all the way up, window goes all the way down. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna take her for a drive. Waited till it got dark out and use my new headlights. Today's upgrade's gonna be some real small work, but now we've got the manual window crank installed. I'm gonna put in the actual handles that I got. They came in a day later. And for this, we got a new exterior door handle. You go right in there and pop that out. And actually, now that I put a manual window crank because it was way cheaper than the electronic. And honestly, I don't trust an electronic one to not just fucking break again. That door card's not gonna work anymore. So I went on eBay and there was a guy selling like these cheapo, like $100 each, like aluminum sheets essentially that go over it. We're just gonna do that. Usually I think people use those for like a weight reduction racer look. I'm doing it because it's cheap. We'll see how they end up looking. I think they come on Monday. It's currently Thursday. I don't know how the hell that's even possible. Just trying to pry off this clip. Plastic clip, by the way. I'm trying to pry that off. Snapped what looks to be a stainless steel screwdriver through the core. Thanks, China. Took me a little longer than it should have because old plastic tends to turn into actual fucking steel when it rots up, but check this out. I promise the lock works, tested that too. The fittings they sent me to put on that were not big enough, so I had to drill out an entirely new hole, and at that point, it's like, why the fuck did I even buy this? But get what you pay for. I think it was like $10 for both of these, so. I'm not gonna lie, I should have just gone OEM. Now that I've got those in and I've done a little interior clean, I think it's time to put back in the center console. Maybe take her for a ride. Popping these wheels off, getting started on a little refinishing, just sanding off this pretty terrible black paint that somebody put on previously. It's coming right off. This one thin as hell, but not gonna lie, boys, the suspension on this thing and the steering components are looking bad. I mean, there's even, I don't know if you can see that, there's a crack in the spring. Everything's just super greasy. Looks like my CV axle is a torn boot. We may be due for a little bit of a rebuild. It's once again the next day, Friday afternoon. Happy weekend. Gonna go ahead and pull the rest of the wheels off, and I actually went out and bought some paint stripper because, to be honest, that sanding took forever to get into every nook and cranny, and it's still not even done. So I'm just gonna attempt to paint stripper on the rest of them. It's like an airplane, whatever the hell. And we got a package today, a big one. That's right, baby. The eBay catback has arrived. How I got an entire catback exhaust, brand new, for $115-ish, we may never know. We'll find out if it even fits. It's gonna sound like shit, but anything is gonna sound better than what this thing currently has, which is nothing on it at all. You know, the front suspension is a greasy, terrible mess. And whoever previously also did a kind of shitty spray paint job on these drum brakes. But back here, it actually looks pretty stupendous, if I do say so. It would be great to convert those to disc brakes. I know that some people take them from the Integra, but currently that's just not in the plans or the budget. We've got some major rashing on this wheel that we're gonna have to clear off. Getting this first guy hosed off in the meantime. Kind of looks like this is already working its magic and bubbling it. Oh yeah. Got my center caps over here all primered. They are going to be the first ones to get a test of the actual paint that I have to see what that looks like. Where is it? We're attempting a silver chrome. We'll see how that looks. It may end up I go and get a replacement for this because it doesn't look good, but I trust Rust-Oleum pretty well. So we got this all laid out. One problem I'm noticing is it didn't come with any exhaust hangers. Pretty sure those are not going to be on here considering the whole thing's cut off. So I might have to make a little trip. Let's go check. As I feared, no exhaust hangers here. Let's go farther. Right here, I'm not seeing any hangers. Oh, hey, we got a hanger. And there's where it cuts off right after the cat over there. So we're just gonna need actually 2 hangers, I believe, because we got one right here. We do have an issue I'm noticing though, which is that this which connects back from header slash cat right there. That's got 2 bolts on this flange. They don't look like 2 bolts to me. It's got 2 on the other side, but everything else over there is also 2 bolters, meaning, well, meaning this is gonna get interesting. Moment of truth. Oh, I didn't turn the water on. Oh shit, all the way down to the fucking aluminum on accident. I don't know if that was supposed to happen. Just wiped it all down with the towel. I'm a little weirded out by getting all the way down to what looks like bare metal, but I mean, that might just mean we removed the factory powder coating, if that's even a thing. I don't really know. We're gonna hit it with a second go of this. Okay, found the issue. It's that I'm an idiot. Figured out the issue with the exhaust. It's actually that for some reason my catalytic converter is on the header, like literally connected to my header. And so all I'm gonna need to do is just get a test pipe that's gonna go in between those two. It is what it is. It's just gonna take a couple days to ship, unless I can find one on Facebook. I think there was one, but it was like 90 miles away. We'll see if that guy responds. Could go to a junkyard, just not certain they're gonna have that. But back to it. For now, just to get my exhaust a little bit quieted down until I can get that test pipe, we're gonna do something interesting. Just straight up put the muffler coming out the midsection. I'll report back. Well, the little muffler trick didn't work, but in good news, I was able to get the old flange off very easily, so she's prepped and ready for whenever that test pipe arrives. Every time I'm in that auto zone, there's this one worker where every time he puts my number in, he remembers who I am because it brings my name up. And he's like, oh, Nick Wood. Yeah, you got a porn star name, bud. You got to make use of that. I'm like, man, the hell am I supposed to respond? I was like, nah, not for me. That ain't for me. Oh, you know, I wish I could. No, I don't wish I could. That's fucking degrading. But I got to get better at banter, apparently. It's just this, like, tatted the fuck up dude, all on the face and shit. So he's clearly on another level that I have not reached yet. I was on like coat number 5. It's gotten dark by now and the wheels still aren't fully stripped. I mean, those things must have been repainted 5 or 6 times, how many layers of shit were on there. So while I was doing that, came in, new shift boot that looks a lot better. Reinstalled center console and got a little replacement boot for the parking brake. And that's today. Should probably get something for that. Steering wheel has seen better days. It's got a cover on it. Could probably do something about that. Other door panel needs to come off and new window regulator put in. I'm also gonna go manual on that side. And that might be it for the weekend. We'll see whenever I get that new test pipe to get the exhaust fitted. Took my sander here and really grinded at all of that curb rash. It's not invisible now, but it's at
an acceptable level for me, especially with the condition of these wheels right now. And the wheel that the paint would not strip off of, I took the grinder to it and I was able to get it down to that aluminum. Now it is not shiny like the rest, so I won't be able to just clear coat for a finish. But I think I'll probably just do the rest the same way, and we'll just go for a brushed aluminum look maybe. Or not aluminum, but because I don't think you can just clear directly on that and have it look great, especially when there's little scratches all over here.
These bad boys all shaved down, taped up. Gonna hit it with a final little cleaning wipe, and we're gonna get some primer on. In between coats of paint, we are utilizing my little home gym that I've put together. It's bulk season. I've put on 10 pounds in a month. That is too much. Don't ever bulk like that. It was an accident. I'm getting a little tubby, but let's do it. That was 175 by what, 7? So that is actually more than my body weight right now. I'm at 172. Pretty good. After the first round of primer, I came back through and I sanded a lot of the spots where I didn't like what I was seeing. We're gonna go in with the second layer in about 5 minutes. Some more sanding, 3 layers of primer later. They're looking pretty good. We're about to go in with this Rust-Oleum Silver Chrome. This I tested on the wheel caps. It has a bit of a weird spray, but we're gonna make sure it looks good in the end, even if that means sanding all over again. Big problem with doing this outside is little leaves and things keep falling on my paint, ruining the coat, but this is after 1 layer of color. They're looking actually pretty great. There's some imperfection if you get real close, especially like down there where I couldn't sand it very well. But as a whole, much better than that red and black. It's time for overhead press. If you were like me and got a bit lazy with the prep and got some overspray on the tires, just take a solvent, something like WD-40, spray it on here, scratch it down with something like a pad, and then wipe her down, and you'll be looking a lot better. Hell yeah, baby. Got them all finished up. About to go play tennis now.